Hello, I am Sheetal Sangre from KKWAG Polytechnic Nasik. In this video, I am going to explain Unit 5, that is Assembly Language Programming using 8086, and marks for this unit is 16 marks. Now let us see the assembly language program is a low level language programming. It has to be converted into machine language using assembler, MASM or TASM. This programming requires good knowledge of machine architecture, operating system, and programming principles. Assembly language program is case insensitive. That means we can use uppercase, lowercase, or the combination of both. The program development tools such as editor, assembler, linker, and debugger are required for the programming. Now, see the program development steps. So there are different steps to develop the program. First is defining the problem, then algorithm, flowchart, initialization, checklist, choosing instruction, converting algorithm to assembly language program. We will see one by one. What is defining the problem? That means it is the first step to write down the program. It is very careful about the problem that you want to program to solve. At this point, you need not to write down program actually, but you must know what you would like to do. Second step of this, algorithm. As we know what is an algorithm? Algorithm is the sequence of operations or tasks performed by your program, can be specified as a step. In general English is called as algorithm. Now, flowchart. After write down algorithm, we have to draw the flowchart. So flowchart is a graphical representation of the program. The symbols that are used in flowchart, that also we know, that is a circle, rectangular, diagonal, square, etc. Now next step is initialization of checklist. So in this there are many variables, constant, segment register, flag, stack, which must be initialized properly. To the best way to approach the initialization task is to make the checklist of the entire variables, constants, registers, flags in the program. Next step is choosing instructions. Next step is to choose proper instruction that performs your problem, operation or a task. This is an important step. You must know entire instruction set of microprocessor 8086, the operation performed and flag affected after the execution of the instructions. And last step of program development is converting algorithm to assembly language program. Once you have selected the instruction for the operations to be performed, then arrange these instructions in sequence as per algorithm. Next step is to convert algorithm in an assembly language program. We are completing our program development steps. Let us see the assembly language program development tools. So there are four tools. First is editor, second is assembler, third is linker, and last is debugger. All these development tools are very important for assembly language program. First is editor. An editor is a program which helps you to construct your assembly language program in right format so that the assembler will translate it correctly to machine language. So you can type your program using editor. The do's best editor such as Edit, WordStar and Norton Editor, etc. can be used to type your program. Program type in any editor has file extension as .asm. Second tool is assembler. .asm -.obj. An assembler is a program that translates assembly language program to machine language that can be understood by microprocessor and generate the file called as object file with extension .obj. Examples of assembler are TASM and MASM. Next tool is linker .obj-.exe. A linker is a program which combines more than one separately assembled module into one executable program and generate .exe module. Examples are T-Link and L-Link. Next tool is debugger. Debugger is a program that allows the execution of program in single step mode under the control of the user. The processor of the locating and correcting errors using a debugger is known as debugging. Examples are DOS, debug command, etc. Now, the next part is very important, addressing modes. Always ask in exam for 4 marks addressing modes of 8086. The different way in which a source operand is denoted in an instruction are known as the addressing modes. So there are a number of modes. So how 8086 access data? 8086 assembly language instruction can be used to illustrate the addressing mode. Format of move instruction. Move destination comma source. So source of data can be, that means source means where you want to take the data. So source of the data can be immediate data, a specified register, a memory location specified in one of 24 different ways. That means we can specify memory location in 24 different ways. Next is a destination of data can be. Destination means where you want to keep that data. So that destinations of data can be a specified register, a memory location specified in one of 24 different ways. Actually, 8086 supports 24 addressing modes, but only 8 are utilized in 8086 programming. That we will see. So first is immediate addressing mode, second register addressing mode, third direct addressing mode, fourth register indirect addressing mode, fifth based addressing mode, sixth indexed addressing mode, seven based indexed addressing mode, and last one based indexed with displacement addressing mode. So that we will see one by one. So first is immediate addressing mode. In this mode, data operand is a part of the instruction itself. Is called immediate addressing mode. That means in the source, 8-bit data or 16-bit data is directly given. For example, move AL, 46H. AL is the register where you want to shift 46H. 46H is the immediate data, that is 8-bit. You want to shift at AL. Another example, move CX 4847H. This 4847H is the immediate data. You want to move that data to the CX register. This CX register is a 16-bit. Second, addressing mode, register addressing mode. In this mode, a register is the source of operand. That means your source is nothing but a register, and destination may be register or memory location. So I can take one example, that is move AX, BX. So here the content of BX, that is a 16-bit, move towards, or we can say move into the AX register. Next is direct addressing mode. The direct addressing mode in which the effective address of the memory location at which the data operand is stored is given in the instruction. That means at the source side, memory location is given. Okay. So example, move BX square bracket 1354H. So that square bracket indicates that is the memory location. From that memory location, content of that memory location is shifted to the BX register, which is 16-bit. Next addressing mode is register indirect addressing mode. In this mode, it allows data to be addressed at any memory location through an offset address. That means the register is given, that register value is memory location is moved to the AX register. Next is a base addressing mode. The offset address of the operand is given by the sum of content of BX or BP register and 8-bit or 16-bit displacement. Means there is, suppose 4-bit displacement is given, so BX register plus 4-bit displacement, that memory location content is moved towards DX register. Now next addressing mode is indexed addressing mode. In this addressing mode, the operand's offset address is found by adding the content of SI or DI register and 8-bit or 16-bit displacement. Means in this also displacement is given and only index registers are used with displacement. Next is a best index addressing mode. The offset address of the operand is computed by summing the base register to the content of index register. So here is the combination of base addressing mode and index addressing mode. So index register and base register are summing together and that memory location contents are shifted at AX register. Next addressing mode is base indexed with displacement mode. That means summing of base register, index register with displacement. Now move towards the instruction set of 8086. An instruction is a binary pattern designed inside a microprocessor to perform a specific task or function. The entire group of instructions that a microprocessor supports is called instruction set. So 8086 has more than 20,000 instructions, but we will see the classification of instruction set. First, data transfer instructions. Second, arithmetic instructions. Third, bit manipulation instruction. Fourth, flag manipulation instruction, and last is string instruction. So this instruction set we will see one by one. In that we will see only important instructions. So the data transfer instructions. These instructions are used to transfer data from source to destination. The operand can be a constant, memory location, register, or input-output port address. So destination and source is called as operands and the name of the instruction is called opcode. So the example of data transfer instruction is move destination comma source. So source operand can be register, memory location, or immediate address or operand. Destination can be register or memory operand. Both source and destination cannot be memory location at the same time. That means source and destination cannot be memory location at the same time. So move example move AL comma. Next data transfer instruction is push operand. It pushes the operand into top of the stack. And example of push is push BX. So next is pop destination. So it pops the operand from the top of stack to destination. Example pop AX. Next is arithmetic instructions. So first arithmetic instruction is add destination and source. The source may be immediate data, register, or a memory location. The destination may be immediate number, register, or memory location. So example of this is add AL, 74H. So immediate data 74 is added with the AL content and result is stored in AL. Next is ADC, destination, source. This instruction add the carry flag with the result. Next arithmetic instruction is sub, destination and source. So here we can subtract the 7 source operand from the destination operand. Next is a SBB. It subtracts the 2 operand and also the borrow from the result. Next arithmetic instruction is increment source, decrement source. So you can increment and decrement the source by using this. Next is multiplication source. So this is unsigned multiplication instructions. So suppose example mul BL. Mul means multiplication and source is BL. So in this instruction multiply AL by BL and result is stored in AX. Next instruction is I mul source. It is signed multiplication instruction. Next is division source. It is unsigned division instruction. If you want to use signed division instruction, you can use the next instruction, that is I division source. Next is a NOT source. This instruction is related to bit manipulation instructions, or we can say logical instructions. So it complements each bit of source to produce one's complement of the specified operand. Next logical instruction is AND, destination, source. It performs AND operation, means logical multiplication between destination and source, and result is stored at the destination. Next logical instruction OR, destination, source. So this perform ORing operation with destination and source. Next instruction ROL, destination, count. So ROL indicates rotates bit of byte or word to left by count. That means the count is given. By that count you can rotate your bit towards left. Next is ROR. It rotates bits of byte or word towards right by count. Next instructions are flag manipulation instructions. So this type of instructions are used to change the status of flags in the flag register, such as carry flag, DF and IF. So first is STC. It sets the carry flag to 1. CLC means it clears the carry flag to 0. CMC means it complements the carry flag. That means if it is 0, it becomes 1, and if it is 0, 1, then it becomes 1. STD, it sets the direction flag to 1. CLD, it clears the direction flag. CLI, it clears the interrupt flag. STI, it sets the interrupt flag. Now string related instructions. Compare string byte. This instruction compares the byte in the source string with a byte in the destination string. Next instruction is compare string word. This instruction compares a word in the source string with a word in the destination string. So byte means 8-bit and word means 16.